I'm Howie Scarborough. I'm the CEO of Fall Protection Distributors, and we've recently put out a blog. It's regarding exceptional metal standing seam roof systems. They make several different standing seam panels, and we're talking about the best fall protection equipment that's safe to use on their roof systems to protect the roof system and the workers. So if you have an upcoming project, if you're a contractor and you know you're going to be working on one of these panel systems, this would be great information for you to read through in advance. So if you scroll down through the blog, you can quickly identify which panel you're working on because we go into each different profile in depth. And we talk about the different specs of each different panel, and we talk about the different products that are going to work. So once you scroll down through, you'll see they make a lot of different profiles, but in each one of these sections, there's a link that says Roof Anchor Compatibility Chart. So once you've determined which panel you're going to be working on, just click the little link, and all that does is hyperlink you down to the bottom of the page to our quick reference guide here. So across the top, you'll see the different panels. So anytime we're talking about seam mounted equipment, we're talking about 22 and 24 gauge steel panels only. No zinc, no aluminum, no copper. Steel panel, 22 or 24 gauge. That's what's strong enough to support seam mounted fall protection. So if you notice, we are mostly compatible. There are some here, anything with a batten strip. So a batten strip is a cover that goes over the seams. You don't want to directly attach to that because that can break loose and slide down the seams under load. So we're not compatible on our seam mounted equipment, but we do have an alternative product we'll talk about. And the EM Slimline, we're not compatible with that one because that's only available in 26 and 29 gauge steel. And as I said earlier, we're looking at 22 and 24 gauge steel. So let's start with the seam mounted equipment. So the SSRA1, that is a single anchor, single worker tie off that uses 12 non-penetrating set screws. We have a couple different set screw options. So for 22 gauge steel, you want to use our cup tip set screw, and that's torqued to 90 inch-pounds, not foot-pounds, but inch-pounds. And that's going to give you a single worker tie off with a removable D-ring to add adapter plates, which is what makes this product so unique in the industry, is the ability to add adapter plates and expand the functionality of this anchor system. Now, the second screw that we offer is the nylon tip screw. That's intended for 24 gauge steel, softer bite on the panel, but we're going to use more torque. So you're going to torque that to 180 to 200 inch-pounds. Once again, not foot-pounds. Other anchors that are out there have to be torqued to over 100 foot-pounds of torque to stay in place. We're talking inch-pounds with our equipment. We don't want to smash that seam. So that's why we use set screws instead of squeezing two metal plates together that smashes your seam. So we avoid that by using set screws. Once you know what seams you have and you know they're compatible with the SSRA1 anchors, you can get into the adapter plates. So if you need to have a nice level walking surface with wooden walkboards, we recommend you mount two SSRA1 anchors about 8 feet apart, remove the D-rings, take a pair of SSRA2 adjustable roof jacks. You mount those on top of those anchor bases, and those are seam height adjustable as well as roof pitch adjustable. And that gives you a nice mounting surface for a 10-foot wooden walkboard for one worker. If you need a temporary 100-foot horizontal lifeline, you would take two SSRA1s, mount them on seams next to each other, take the SSRA3 Anchor Plate. It has grooves, so it's adjustable for standing seams from 12 inches to 24 inches wide. You mount the plate on top of two anchors, and that's your anchor point for one end of a horizontal lifeline. So the full kit, the SSRA3 HLL Kit, that has 4 anchor points for the SSRA1 anchors, 2 of the SSRA3 Anchor Plates, and it includes a 100-foot horizontal lifeline rope. So that gets you protection for 2 workers. And we always recommend when the workers are above the work area, they have a couple of extra SSRA1 anchors mounted on seams right below the rope. So when they get to the work area, they can just clip off the travel line, off the horizontal lifeline, and clip into a fixed anchor point. And that way they can hang out in their work area, and other workers are able to travel on that horizontal lifeline without getting their lines tangled up with each other. We also offer a industry exclusive 120-foot super anchor kit. That is a permanent horizontal lifeline. So that includes non-penetrating anchors, 5-inch riser posts, and 120 foot of galvanized steel cable for permanent installations. So as I promised earlier, we do have an alternative product. So all of the different panels that are compatible with the SSRA1 equipment are also compatible with the Ridge Pro as long as that roof is 612 to 1212 pitch. So the Ridge Pro is very versatile. It doesn't have to be a metal roof. It can be shingle, it can be TPO. The important thing is 612 to 1212 pitch. But the Ridge Pro is basically like a ladder hook, mounts on the end of a lightweight 16-foot pole. You climb a ladder, you use the pole to run it up the roof, flip it over the peak. You've now secured a vertical lifeline temporarily to the peak of the roof. So you can step from the ladder to the roof. You're already 100% tied off. You do your inspection, do your repair, install other equipment for other workers, what we would call a first man up type situation. And then you get back to the ladder and you are tied off 100%. Some jobs require 100% tie off. So the Ridge Pro is very popular with homeowners, insurance inspectors, Christmas light installers, those types of folks. So if you have any questions about any of these products or any of these panels, let us know. Our phone number is at the top of the page. You can email us at support@fallpd.com. And this little blue circle in the bottom right corner, that's our live chat button. Just let us know how we can help you.